Good morning, Bucknutters. Welcome into the Morning Five on Monday, October 6, 2014. I am Dave Biddle. Ohio State moved up to 15th in both polls after its 52-24 shellacking of Maryland on Saturday in College Park. It's my opinion that if the Buckeyes win out and finish 12-1, they will make the inaugural 4-team playoff. It'll be a difficult accomplishment, of course, but Ohio State will be favored in every game it plays from here out, with the exception of the trip to Michigan State on November 8th. And while the Spartans look very good and that game could go either way, I think the Buckeyes will have a good chance of winning that one. Michigan State got up 27-3 over Nebraska Saturday night and looked pretty dominant, but the Cornhuskers then made a furious comeback, scored 19 unanswered points in the second half. The final score was 27-22 Michigan State, and this is the second time this season that the Spartans have struggled in the second half, including their 46-27 loss at Oregon when they led at halftime. Again, Michigan State is very good, don't get me wrong, but Ohio State can certainly beat them, even in East Lansing. Will the Buckeyes pull it off? Well, we'll find out in a little over a month, but I like the way Ohio State is playing right now very much. A lot of people thought the Maryland game would be close. The Buckeyes were only favored by 8 points against the Terrapins, but Ohio State controlled that game from start to finish and really sent a message to the rest of the Big Ten. A lot of people thought Ohio State was down and out this year when they lost Braxton Miller. Not so much. I think the Virginia Tech game was an anomaly. This is a much better Ohio State team than what they showed the second week of the season. They continue to get better, and it's going to be interesting to see what they can do the rest of the season. The Buckeyes have their second and final bye week this week. Their next game will be at home against Rutgers on October 18th. The Scarlet Knights are also off this week and will enter that contest with a 5-1 record. Rutgers is coming off a 26-24 win against Michigan at home, and senior quarterback Gary Nova threw for 404 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nova is actually second in the Big Ten and 9th nationally in passing efficiency with a rating of 170.9. Pretty good marks, huh? Well, do you know who leads the Big Ten and is 4th nationally in passing efficiency? That would be Ohio State's J.T. Barrett with a rating of 186.3. Barrett has been absolutely fantastic for the Buckeyes and continues to get better each week. I look for that to continue against a Rutgers team that doesn't have a very good defense. With this being a bye week, there is no Urban Meyer press conference today. We will hear from Coach Meyer on the Big Ten teleconference tomorrow. We will also interview Coach Meyer and several players after practice on Wednesday. So today is the only day that is different as far as team coverage is concerned this week. I want to talk about Ohio State quarterback commitment Joe Burrow. He had a fantastic game Friday night leading Athens over Steubenville, 58-42 at Steubenville. Against by far the best team he will face during the regular season, Burrow was 20 of 27 for 370 yards with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. He also had 77 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Plus he had 10 tackles and 1 fumble recovery while playing defensive back. I like that he was playing defense and playing it well. That shows toughness. But it's obvious his passing stats are what make him elite. Burrow very much reminds me of former Ohio State quarterback Bobby Hoying. They're about the same size, and Hoying also played at the small school level in Ohio and put up astronomical stats. If Burrow ends up being as good as Hoying, all Buckeye fans will be happy. Athens is now 6-0, and it'll be fun to follow Burrow in the Division III playoffs next month to see how far he can take his team. On the recruiting front, Ohio State offensive line coach Ed Warner is visiting 5-star linebacker Porter Gustin today. Gustin will make an official visit to Ohio State the weekend of November 1st when the Buckeyes will be hosting Illinois for a night game. The 6'5", 240-pound Gustin is ranked as the number 3 outside linebacker and the number 22 overall player in the country by 24/7 Sports. USC is the favorite to land Gustin. In fact, 100% of the crystal ball picks have Gustin going to USC. But it does appear as though Ohio State has an outside shot here. Gustin's saying all the right things. Our Bill Kurelic is adamant that Gustin is interested in Ohio State, so we'll see what happens here. Bill Kurelic has more on Gustin, plus much more about the Buckeyes' recruiting efforts in general in his What I Am Hearing column, which is already on the site for subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, try our 30-day free trial. It's a great way to make sure Bucknuts has everything you want in an Ohio State site. So we have the 30-day free trial, and we also have a buy 1 month, get 2 months free deal. In the middle of the season, this is a great time to take advantage of these offers. Thank you to all the listeners out there. I hope you have a great day. Take it away, best damn band in the land.